Marking here and you know I didn't want to do this video, but let's just get to it. White Minneapolis cop who killed George Floyd has his bail increased to 1.25 million as the fired officer makes his first court appearance. Okay, so we see right here I dislike. They couldn't say Minneapolis cop; they had to say white Minneapolis cop. All right, and again, when you first see the video, it seems like it's terrible, but I mean, everything should be taken with context. And I've come like flipped. I mean, okay, so it looked like it was bad originally. What I can't stand is all these people who kind of um, want to automatically take the side of the victimhood. It's like people that you kind of like think they're okay, right? And then you see it a lot from the right, Ben Shapiro, right? You see a lot of these guys just want to take the side of the blacks, and for no other reason, but because they do things so wrong all the time, the blacks, that here's an opportunity to be on their side, and that's what I think really happens. People try to go overboard, and I feel sorry again. This guy, what they want is for him to be dead. Okay, he did. I'm gonna say this. The video, it's first, it's a legal police move, right, to put the knee to the back, right? Whoever I know it. Okay, so it's definitely a legal move. Um, the reports, there was no asphyxiation. There was no asphyxiation. There was no I'm talking about George Floyd. There was no bloodshot eyes. There was no crushed trachea. He clearly died of cardiac arrest of some type of heart issue, and the drugs. It is a correlation. The drugs were in his system, right? And of course, these evil people always want blood. Okay, all right. These people, they're always looking for something, and you know who I mean when I say these people. Not just black people. It's the liberals. They're always trying to find racism that doesn't exist. The idea of racism is actually how you kind of split a country. Like I said, it's a one of those techniques that the Marxists tend to push. You know, it's a very evil thing. Pushing skin color. Anyway, let's just read some of this article here, but most of it's summed up right up here, and that's why I like the Daily Mail. It's excellent the way they divide things up. So anyway, the I think it's hard to talk about because I completely disagree with things that would take place. Right, first they charged him with third-degree murder, right, which was all right, I guess. But then when they increase the second degree murder, it's like eyebrows up. It's like, why? To satisfy the mob. The justice system shouldn't be dictated by a mob because it similar to what happened to what's his name, Harvey Weinstein, right? He didn't rape anybody, right? Right, the woman willingly had sex with the guy, right? And everybody in the media all jumped like he was this terrible guy, including conservatives, because they wanted to get on board finally. Something we can both rally against. When you take that mentality, you tend to go overboard. You tend to accuse people of harsher crimes than really took place, or crimes that never took place. There's a reason why police have special protection for instances like this. When you're fighting with a criminal, yes, George Floyd was a criminal. He was fighting with Derek Chauvin. He was trying to get out of being arrested. Maybe the right guy did die that day. But of course, the outcome of the riots and this guy being labeled the worst of the worst, it's terrible. You know. Anyway, in the setting bail, Judge Denise Riley acknowledged Assistant Attorney General Matthew Frank's assertion that the case had prompted a strong reaction in the community. Yes, because these people are stupid. Okay, they're not too brilliant. You know, they look for any. What I find is people who tend to struggle in life. Okay, so I think most people know they. Okay, most people with sane minds know they tend to blame others for their problems and never themselves. And like technically, sometimes the problem isn't even your fault. It's well, your parents kind of did the wrong thing, put you in a bad situation. There's no reason in the black community to have a 80% basically a single out of wedlock birth rate essentially. Okay, there's no reason for that. You know, nobody made technically made the woman. Let's pretend nobody made the man and woman have sex with each other. They did. Nobody told them not to finish college, not to have full time jobs, not, and they still did it. And it's not right that the citizens. Honestly, I'm just sick of the welfare state. The welfare state will solve about 50% of the black crime. Okay, 50% of the black crime that the welfare state will solve. Maybe even more than that. Maybe I'm understating it. You know, but again, the more I see this man, the more I'm like, my goodness, what are they trying to do? You know, that and the things when you increase these things, okay, so like third degree, it's going to take a lot more to prove second degree because there's a criteria than there is third degree. Okay, if they charge him a third degree, you probably have a chance at some jail time. There's probably no chance of jail time. If he does get jailed, just know it's a the mob mentality, okay? And they're probably putting a man who he didn't do what they accused him of. The only thing he I think they can like accuse him of is like maybe not say for example he went quote unquote lifeless at the 3 minute mark. That's a whole extra 5 minutes where he should have gotten off to check him out. That's all they could to really catch him on. For example, this is this is not right. I think Anyway, they increased the bail and charge. I mean, I thought it was him. I won't say that anyway. Chauvin spoke only to confirm his name, address, and that's terrible. He spoke clearly through his voice. So, again, not a good man. Okay, the first videos they kind of show him being a good man, but then you see like again, you're how you present yourself. When you start seeing more information about how he dresses, and you kind of know, this may have been a thug. That's the thing. Anyway, Chauvin's next appearance is set for June 29th. His previous bail was at 500K, and he spoke clearly through his voice, sounded hollow across the video audio. He was handcuffed, wore a mask. Okay, Chauvin answered clearly without hesitation for the most part, stumbling only slightly when asked for his address, rightfully so. Anyway, let me just leave this here. I just wanted to just talk about the guy and just he's gonna be railroad, I feel, and it's the wrong thing to do. And of course, this sets up the time for the Antifa to strike. Unfortunately, this is some of the most unfortunate things, but it's opportunity strike at the right times. But I think they overplayed their hand. Okay, we'll see. But I think they thought America was ready for communism when they were going to reject it. All right, let me leave that here. Take care, share, save, subscribe, thumbs up, bye.